way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Oh, now it's Edith's room. So Edith's room is right up at the top, eh?
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Oh, look, the monster. She has little mementos for all of her siblings. The paper mache version of the house. Wow, she did like a lot of paper mache. Talented.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Oh,
Or
the
that
library.
Edie had a key to it.
Right, it's the library. I think it's the one room we haven't seen yet.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Oh, great. Another bed here. History of the Finches by Edith Finch, or by Edie Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Oh,
That night, The tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
Gonna see the old house.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
We found the remains of the house from the looks of it.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Huh.
Things I can't explain,
Oh.
but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but
Oh,
Mom dragged me to the car.
bitch of a mom.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Aww.
The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
I used to do that.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes and appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh. Wow. Fuck, man. I held it in the whole time, and just that ending. Fuck. Ah. Pictures of all the developers as kids. Hey, thanks, Stout. Oh, well, that was a lot shorter than I was expecting. That was like less than half the length I was expecting. Well, I've played these types of games before. I mean, there's not really any danger that the characters. It's more just it's telling you a story, and kind of letting you be a part of the story. I enjoy that. I enjoy this. I've seen a few games along these lines recently, some of which I've played and some of which I've heard about. But that was really good. That was a really good story and very well, heartbreaking. So now we know Stout's motivation in supplying it for me. Yes, thank you, Stout. Oh, man. Huh. 5 years. So an indie game that they worked on for 5 years. Well done. Well done. The replay a story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Oh, you can... I see. That's interesting. So you can replay the individual stories if you want. Yes, I'm quite sure. Oh. Unlocked 2 of 9 achievements. Oh. Apparently we missed a lot of stuff. Look in all peepholes and telescopes long enough to hear Edith's commentary. Commentary. I'm pretty sure I thought I did that, but okay. Was there another telescope I missed, maybe? No. All roads take both paths to the house. Oh, right. Yeah, there was a couple of... I went through the side, so I guess you can also go through the front. Catch 2 rabbits with only 2 swoops. Oh, okay, I see. Let him finish. Let the drunken sailor finish his song. Oh, before you eat him. Right. Clear all balls off the pool. Oh, I didn't know you could play the pool table. Oh, poop. Gregory, knock all the letters of Gregory's name into the bathtub. Loop-de-loop. Play Calvin's story again. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not in too big of a rush to replay this. But, that was really good. Thank you, Stat. I really appreciate that. That harrowing experience of emotional pain that you love giving me anytime you can.